Hello YouTube, Multi-Double M68 here, along with my fourth and more than likely the fourth and final review of the Bodyguard MP 380. It's been about, I'd say about a little over 4 months now since I got my pistol back, and in my previous videos I mentioned the fiasco I had with Smith & Wesson with regard to the Bodyguard, with the functionality of it, with the magazines popping out each time I fired it, and how the company eventually fixed the problem and rewarded me with a pistol with a crimson trace, which is good, I guess, but I'm not much of a laser person, but at least I got something out of it. But well, anyway, after about I'd say close to 200 rounds taking it to the range during that 4-month period, I got to be honest with you, I've kind of, you know, I've kind of really become a little attached with this pistol. I actually find myself carrying this pistol quite frequently. It's something about it. I guess it has to do with its size, its weight. Actually, I'll go ahead and take a weight of it so you can get an idea of what it is. Okay, the pistol empty. I'll confirm that it's not chambered. The pistol empty with the magazine. This is the magazine with the little lip there. Weighs 12.3 ounces. I do carry 6+1 in the chamber of 90 grain 6-hour ammo. Weight with that. Now the pistol chambered with 1 round in here plus 6 rounds in the magazine has a weight of 14.5 ounces. So it's still under a pound in weight, fully loaded. Now of all the 380s, the mouse gun size 380s, this has the heaviest trigger. Here, I went ahead and unchambered it. Make sure you see that. It is a heavy trigger. I think it's rated to close to 9 pounds. But you know, that with the safety, I feel comfortable carrying this chambered, and because it weighs just under it's, you know, still under 1 pound, 16 ounces, you know, it's comfortable to carry with a nice pocket holster. You know, you put it in my pocket and it doesn't feel bulky or anything like that. It's actually very comfortable to carry, and just, you know, the added external safety is a plus, I guess, because it just helps to feel a little safer carrying this chambered. Now, I know there's a lot of people that don't like the external safeties, but you know, basically I try to be conscientious when I go out. I mean, I carry this a lot, you know, but I carry it mostly when, you know, I like to go to the gas station or the corner store, or, you know, even, you know, doing some outside house chores. You know, it's an ideal pistol to have in your pocket, and I just feel a lot comfortable with it. And you know, when I go to those places or if I'm doing something, I always am conscientious about taking off the external safety. And so, like I said, I do see myself, I do carry this quite a bit. And you know, at the range, at about 3 yards, I fired this a few times at 3 yards, and it's actually very accurate. I mean, you get a nice little group, like a good 6-inch group at 3 yards. Of course, at 7 yards, you know, now when you shoot at 3 yards, you shoot at a faster pace, obviously. So, you know, it's, you know, you're able to shoot, you know, at that type of group at that distance. Now at 7 yards, you know, you have obviously a little more predominant sights with this pistol, and you can, you know, shoot at 7 yards or even 10 yards, but not at a fast pace. I mean, you gotta take your time with it in order to get decent shot placement at those distances. I mean, for me personally, I think this is an ideal bug out gun. Now, what's a bug out gun or a bug out situation? Well, I think for me, it's ideal for those close encounter type situations. Let me give you something or tell you a story about what happened to me a few years back. And this is probably about 5 years ago. And this is before I was really getting into handguns and what have you. I was at a gas station. It was during the day. I was with my wife and my two girls, and I was putting gasoline in the minivan. And from a distance, I saw this guy. He was a real big black dude. I mean, he was huge, and I could tell he wasn't, right in his head. He was acting kind of strange, rather erratic. But this guy approached me while I was putting gas in my car, and he asked me for some money, and I didn't have anything on me. I wasn't going to give him anything or pull out my wallet. I didn't feel comfortable doing that, and I told him, sorry, I don't have anything with me. And he got really pissed. I mean, he was about 10 feet away from me, but when I told him no, he got a little agitated, and he walked a few steps towards me as I was pumping gas. Obviously, it really rattled me, and at the time, obviously, I didn't have any guns. I didn't have nothing on me, and I was a little frightened because I had my two girls and my daughter in the vehicle, and but he just the good thing is the situation de-escalated. He walked away and he started just cursing up a storm at me and what have you. But I think ideally in that type of situation, I mean, this would have come in handy in those really close encounter type things where had it been a violent situation where he would have tried to attack me or attack my family. I mean, you pull this out and you just put it on mark, like close by at 3 yards, you can get them. Anyway, that's the kind of situation it would be ideal in. But you can also use a 9mm, I guess. It's up to you, but ideally the way this feels in the pocket and what have you, I really like carrying this a lot more, I think. But it depends also on other areas. I do carry my pistols. I do wherever it's legal to carry. And ideally, if you go to a movie theater, and considering what's happened in the past in movie theaters and what have you, I definitely won't carry this. I'd carry something with a little more punch, like a 9mm or 40 cal concealed type firearm. But for those close encounters, I think this is ideal. So I want to mention too is that there are people that have stated that for the Bodyguard, it's ideal to replace the magazine release. Okay. Now, a lot of people say that this is made out of polymer and what have you, and that there's mention of the ideal magazine release to use is the one made by Galloway Precision. And actually, I did purchase that. I did purchase the Galloway Precision mag release. When I removed this and then compared it to the original Smith & Wesson is, I guess, is more machined in such a way that it fits perfectly into the firearm. The Galloway Precision was more cylindrical, so yes, it's made out of all metal, but it didn't fit inside here very well. It was very tight. Also, when I removed this as well, the original mag release, this was this didn't feel like plastic. Now, the thought is that these are made of plastic, and maybe they were. Maybe the first Bodyguards that came out, this is made of plastic. But observing this closely, this appeared to be more metal than plastic. In fact, even when I contacted Smith & Wesson to ask them about the material of this, the guy had told me, well, it's a mixture of metal and plastic. I don't know how that's possible. It felt really, really hard and solid. So it's probably some form of mold injected metal or something, but it's definitely metal. It's not plastic. And I contacted Galloway Precision in regards to their mag release, and asking them, well, what should I do? And of course they said, well, you can get a file and shave it inside here to get it to fit. But considering what I've gone through with the mold on this pistol, I don't want to do anything, so I ended up sending that mag release from Galloway Precision back. This works fine. I don't see any issues, and I guess to possibly maybe not damage it. I don't think it should be damaged. I mean, but what I do when I do insert the slide, I press this and gently push it in. I don't do any of that popping in stuff. So, but I really don't think this will ever wear out. But overall, I'm very happy. I'm very pleased with this pistol. I'm not going to say it's the greatest pistol, the mouse gun out there in 380. There are better guns out there, like the Remnant RM380 or the Ruger LCP2 with better triggers and what have you. But I don't know. I'm not disappointed with this. It's functioned well, and after nearly 200 rounds, it's demonstrated that it is working reliably. And I just don't see myself, being disappointed with this. It's not a range gun, of course, too. It's not designed for that. My hope is, or my plan for this is to, if I do take it to the range, I'll probably take it out far off, maybe like 4 mags of ammo, clean it up, and just continue carrying it around. Just take it to the range every 6 months or something. Put some rounds through it. But my thinking is this should last me a good while. I should have no issues with it. I feel very confident with this pistol. Now, am I going to tell you go buy a Bodyguard? No, considering what I went through. But if you're a big Smith & Wesson fan, my suggestion is buy brand new. In the event if it fails or there's an issue with functionality, you still have the warranty, and Smith & Wesson will take care of you. I think they are a solid, reputable company, and they'll take care of you and fix your firearm. If you decide to buy this used, or buy it off someone who's selling it used, be sure to take it to the range, make sure it functions properly, because remember, once you buy it used, there's no warranty, so you may have to, if it doesn't function, if you buy it and you don't test it out and it doesn't function, you're gonna have to swallow up the cost to fix this thing, so you don't want to go through that. But so far I'm very well pleased with the gun, considering what I went through in the past. So if you enjoyed this video, I appreciate a thumbs up, and y'all take care and God bless.